We're clear to play.
Hey there, MiniWarGamers. Thanks for coming over to the MiniWarGaming website. Owen here from MiniWarGaming with John. We're going to talk about, we have an Apocalypse game. If you haven't seen it yet, there's a link. And this is basically our preview to it. We're planning out what we're going to be doing. This is just to show everybody who's come over to miniwargaming.com that what we were thinking in this game, what our plans were, what our army was, and why we outfitted the guys the way we did, and what we're hoping we can achieve. And in Apocalypse, the correct answer is you're not going to achieve anything within the individual unit, because he's played a bunch of Apocalypse, and you know how it is, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so we'll show you what we've got, and we'll see your opinions along with ours.
Do the same thing, go right to left if you want.
Okay. So, why did you bring this?
So the rhinos I brought, they're just filler. They just put the Plague Marines in, drive 12, flat out 6, and then Doom Siren, so that you can Overwatch, hopefully. But you don't have a ton of Overwatch anyway.
No, most of my army is predominantly tanks.
That's what I meant. Gun, Snapfire, not Snapfire, Overwatch, Skyfire, Interceptor, just shoot down flyers, that's all it does.
Who are you going to put on it? Like,
it doesn't matter, it's twin linked. So I could put Cultists, I could put Pinkors, I could put the Soul Grinder, I could put Abaddon, or Angron, he's Ballistic Skill 10, I think. I don't know, something dumb like that.
I don't know why Bloodthirsters are Ballistic Skill 10. We're champions of close combat, and we don't do the whole range fighting because that's for wimps.
Yeah.
That said, we're really good at it if we do have to do it.
The errata got changed. Greater and Clean One, brought him, he's just a mainstay. I think he's going to be my War Master because he's so tough. So Greater and Clean One, Greater Reward, Exalt Reward, he's basically, he might be my War Master, I think he will be. He is just a fatty who just sits there. He has a Grimoire, so he can try and make people have better invulnerable saves, but you never know. He just sits there, tar pit.
Yeah.
Fate Weaver, he's Fate Weaver. He's not nearly as good in Apocalypse as he used to be.
Does he still do the reroll all invulns, or?
No.
No?
That would be retarded. But he's, I don't know, he's good. He has lots of psychic powers. He's a 4-up invul. He can let you reroll any dice at any time, once per turn. He also lets you reroll on the Chaos table, so if I roll Snake Eyes, I'm not going to just be completely screwed. Plague Marines, they're just filler. They got plasma guns, why not? Angron.
I love the way Apocalypse works, where it's just, most of it is filler. I mean,
true.
to be honest, like those guys, the cultists, the bikers, the obliterators, those guys, that whole group over there is basically just models.
Exactly.
But where it really comes down to are these 6 greater demons and like that court maybe.
Exactly.
And not even because they're going to fight, more because of the rules that you get for bringing them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the Bloodthirster, this is one unit with the 3 Bloodthirsters and Angron. Angron isn't nearly as good as he used to be because he costs way too much. He's like double the points of a Bloodthirster, and his rules aren't even that much better. I mean, he has an instant death weapon, but other than that, he's not. So he's good against Tyranids, I guess. But against everything else, he's basically just the same. I use them more so that you can combo off them because they're all one unit, and you can do stuff to them and make them fun.
In the sense of like the Grimoire on the whole group of them?
Exactly.
Instead of just one model? Yeah. Makes sense.
So then we got 20 Cultists, there's filler, a squad of 4 with double Plasma, a squad of 4 with double Melta, just more filler, and they're all Nurgle, so they just do what they do. This one, I'm going to look it up. So this is the Lords of the Black Crusade, Abaddon, Lord of Khorne on a bike, Lord of Nurgle on a bike, Sorcerer of Tzeentch, and just random Slaanesh because I don't know why not. I don't have any Slaanesh special characters. Basically, they can all do their Finest Hour rules. Abaddon also has the Planet Killer, and they're a high command, so they have a bunch of good rules.
Finest Hour is pretty solid.
Yes, they're okay, but they're much better if they're in close combat. They're kind of nerf. Yeah.
To be honest, you're not going to be doing much of a close combat against my army.
No, and the fact that they all have to stay together and they all, I don't know, none of them are really any good, like at movement sort of thing, because they all have to move 6 inches, so it kind of evens it out that they're not as amazing as you think they would be.
Yep. Anti-tank obliterators.
Yeah, 6 of them. Just deep striking in for the lulls. It's what they do. They blow up stuff. Why not?
And then demons in the end, and a Soul Grinder.
Pink Horrors, 20 of them. Just a foot slogging, meat grinding unit sort of thing. 2+ invulnerable rerolling ones if they, or 2+ cover rerolling ones if you go to ground behind an Aegis defense line.
I was going to say 2+ invul, eh?
2+, well, I could get a 2+ invul. There is ways, but no. Soulgrinder of Slaanesh, he just kind of chills there. He has an anti-air gun, but he's mostly for his strength 10.
Yeah. And then a couple air just to air support.
Hell Talons, 2 Reaper autocannons, so 36-inch twin-linked, strength 7, AP 4.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, cool. Well, we'll see how it goes, and we'll see how you do in this game. So here, Mini Wargamers, is my Imperial Guard army. Grand 5,000 points that it is. And I'm just going to kind of go over why I brought what I brought and what I think I can hope to achieve with it. First off, the mainstay, my Shadow Sword. Brought him out because the new D strength weapons are the correct answer to a herd of invulnerable monstrous creatures. Basically will absolutely shut them down. If you see here, that little red marks, those are the number of super heavies that he's killed in one game of Apocalypse at Apocalypticon a few years back when I still played Space Marines. The other Baneblades were just because I don't get to use Baneblades very often, so I got out my Baneblades and was like, yeah, we're gonna play Space Marines. Then I played Guard. Yep. Bunch of Guardsmen, they're just filler. Like, as he said, we both have played Apocalypse, and we know that we can have goals for these guys, but they're not going to achieve them. They're just going to die. They're going to stand in front of my normal guys. Maybe they'll show up on the objective. These guys, I don't really know. They do good, and then they do bad. I don't think they're actually going to work out very well in this game, because he has phenomenal toughness on a lot of his stuff, and they are not equipped to deal with that. But they do have Meltas, so that was my answer to that. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should give them a few Meltas just in case. Bunch of tanks. And there's no real strategy other than shoot them and hope they don't get close. Except for Pask, who's going to just shoot and kill regardless. I want to try out the strategic asset. Not strategic asset, the formation, where I get to bring Creed in his little tower. Because it means that I can give out orders to anyone on the table. And I also get 2 additional strategic assets each turn, which is definitely nice to see. The Medusas are the same as all the Lehman Russ. It's really just explosions, 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 explosions. My aircraft is because I've played John. I know that he brings big herds of flying monstrous creatures, and I need something that has anti-air, like some kind of Skyfire to fight back. And the Vulture is just an amazing flyer in and of itself. It does have Vector Dancer, so it can be turning and then turning again and cruising around with all of its one-shot missiles and autocannons and heavy bolters and las cannons. These guys I found really fun with their assault cannons, because assault cannons are strangely deadly against enemy aircraft and critters. And then a Vendetta, of course, because Vendettas are good with triple las cannon. And another Bastion. I don't know what you're really here to do. I don't even know who's going in it, but I'll find somebody. And then an Aegis defense line to protect all my tanks. Not that he was going to have a lot of shooting, but at least it can make him have to roll difficult terrain to try and assault them until he jumps behind them because he can fly, because that's what flyers do. But yeah, this is it. This is my army. That's my plan. I aim to just try and kill him. Oh, and my strategic asset, fire on my coordinates, because it's hilarious. I'm going to Overwatch and bombard myself to death. What was yours?
Blind Barrage. 2d6, 36 inches apart. They scatter.
Blocks line of sight for a turn?
Any line of sight across is blocked.
Awesome. Good, I didn't want to do any shooting the first turn anyway. Or ever, for that matter. But here we are. So if you haven't seen it already, click the link below, go over, watch this Apocalypse Battle Report, see how our plans actually pan out, and we'll find out. Happy wargaming.